I was married to my childhood sweetheart. We started dating at 16 and got married at 20. He passed away when we were 25, and I didn't date anyone for almost a decade after that. 2 years ago I met Matthew Otto. I told him about my late husband from the beginning. I made it clear that his family was still my family, and that I visit the cemetery at least twice a month to clean up and pay my respects. He agreed to all of it. After he proposed, he even wanted to go to the cemetery with me to pay his respects. I thought I'd found someone who truly understood. I still wore my wedding ring until Matthew proposed, and honestly I wasn't ready to part with it. I was talking about it with my late husband's mother, and she gave me a beautiful gold necklace, told me to put my wedding ring on it as a pendant. I loved it. When I got home, Matthew noticed I only had his engagement ring on my finger, and he was so happy. He said, finally decided to get rid of the other one. I told him of course not, and showed him the necklace. He just changed the subject. I thought we were fine. Then about 10 days ago, I was going to wash my hair, so I took off the necklace and put it on the nightstand. When I got out of the bathroom, Matthew wasn't home anymore. I thought he went for a walk or to the supermarket. I didn't think anything of it. I dried my hair and went to sleep. The next morning I went to put the necklace back on, and it was gone. I panicked. I started crying. I tore the entire apartment apart trying to find it. I called Matthew over and over, left voicemails. He didn't answer for 2 hours. When he finally came home and found me crying with the apartment a complete mess, he asked what happened. I had told him I lost my ring. And he helped me look for it. He pretended to search everywhere with me. After a while he told me we'd eventually find it, and he made me some tea to calm me down. He sat there comforting me. Nancy, knowing the whole time exactly where my ring was. If you're enjoying this story so far, hit that subscribe button, because what Matthew's own mother does next is something you won't want to miss. We post news stories like this every week. Last Wednesday, Matthew's mom called and asked if she could visit. After some small talk she got very quiet, and then she said, "I came here to return something, but you must not tell Matthew about it." She reached into her purse and pulled out my ring. I just started sobbing, holding my ring, and she sat there and consoled me. She explained that Matthew had come to her house a couple days earlier and asked if he could keep something there. Said it was a surprise and he didn't want me to find out. She said yes, and told him to put it in her drawer with her things. When she went looking for her reading glasses in that drawer, she found a little box. She got curious and opened it. She said she immediately recognized my ring because it's unique, and I had shown it to her before. She grabbed it and came straight to me. She told me she doesn't understand why he did it or what he wanted to do with the ring, but she knew it wasn't right and that I'd be devastated. She asked me not to tell him she gave it back, and said she supports me whatever I decide to do. I didn't even have to think about it. I packed all my things and went to my mom's house. I blocked him everywhere. I thought about leaving a note or something, but I didn't think he deserved it after what he did. The only thing I left behind was his engagement ring. I've been at my mom's ever since. She lives in another city. Matthew has been trying to contact me nonstop, calling every single person he knows who has my number, including my mom. My mom and my brother are completely on my side. But my friends were pressuring me to talk to him. None of them knew what he actually did. So, I sent a message to everyone. I said, Matthew decided to steal my ring and hide it from me. And when he saw how distressed and heartbroken I was, instead of coming clean, he helped me look for it. And that told me everything I needed to know about him. I told them I wasn't looking for advice or opinions. I just wanted my choices to be respected. Anyone who commented on it would be blocked. I had my brother contact Matthew to tell him I wanted the necklace chain back, and that I was willing to hear his side of the story just for closure. But we were not getting back together no matter what. We met on Thursday. I brought my brother for support. When Matthew arrived, his eyes started to well up and he wanted to hug me. My brother told him not to even try. Just sit down. He gave me the chain and started apologizing over and over, trying to hold my hand across the table. I just put my hands under the table where he couldn't reach them. I asked him what exactly he planned to do with my ring. And what he said, I wasn't prepared for it. He said he wanted to get rid of it because I was basically still married to a dead man. But he couldn't throw it away, so a friend of his suggested making my new wedding ring out of it. He was going to have it melted down and make a whole new ring. Some sort of loophole, because I'd only be wearing our ring, but couldn't get mad because it was made from the original. Smash that like button if you think that is absolutely insane, and drop a comment telling me what you would have done if your partner tried to melt down your late spouse's ring. I started to tear up because the thought of him destroying my ring like that, and already having excuses lined up, was heartbreaking. He also admitted that when he saw me panicking, he wanted to tell me the truth. But he realized it would have been worse for him, so he pretended to help me look instead. He chose to watch me suffer rather than face the consequences of what he did. Then he admitted something even worse. He was never okay with me wearing the ring, or basically with me not pretending like I was never married before. He said he knew I told him to talk to me if he wasn't okay with things, or to just break up. But he said he didn't want to lose me. So he kept quiet. He expected me to just forget about my late husband on my own. And when I didn't, he started to resent me. Even when I compromised with him, it was never enough. But he knew that talking about it honestly would end up in us splitting, so he never said anything. He apologized again, and said he wanted to change. He promised to communicate better. He asked if we could try couples counseling before breaking up completely, but I declined. I told him I didn't trust him anymore. He spent so long lying and pretending that I don't even know what else he was lying about. We were both crying at that point, and then he said it. So you're really going to choose the dead man over me? I told him, no. This has nothing to do with my late husband. I'm breaking up with you because you lied. You deceived me. You manipulated me. And you stole from me. This is about you and your actions, not about anything else. My brother and I left. Matthew stayed at the restaurant. He's still blocked everywhere. I went to stay at my late husband's mother's house. She welcomed me with open arms. She has most of my pictures with her son there, and now I miss him more than ever. I tried to book a therapist, but the earliest appointment isn't until March, so I'm still looking for something sooner. As much as I miss Matthew, I don't think I'd ever be able to just forgive and forget. I feel like he deserves someone with a more normal dating history. Someone who hates their ex or something. For my part, I think I'll be single for a long time. I don't think I can handle something like this again. But I don't really mind being single. I have an amazing family and great friends. Maybe marrying again just isn't in the cards for me. And that's okay. My family decided to spend Christmas with my late husband's mother and her family. It feels healing being here. I think some people forget that late spouses are not technically exes. You didn't break up with them, they died. It's not the same situation and the feelings are way different. Do I need therapy? Maybe. But don't we all? I was always honest and willing to compromise with Matthew. If he decided he wasn't okay with things, he should have talked to me or left. Instead, he chose to steal and deceive. And that tells you everything you need to know. If you want to hear more stories like this, subscribe and hit the bell so you never miss one. Let me know in the comments, do you think Matthew could have ever changed, or was the relationship doomed the moment he stole that ring?